you've had such an incredible career, working so many different people. Who have been some of your favorite opponents that you've gotten to work against over the years?
Oh, gosh, so I have enjoyed, yeah, many matches. Wrestling EO in Japan was amazing. Still can't believe that I had a title shot back then against her. Um, Again, in Japan, I loved so many matches. I even B, who was my tag partner, I loved wrestling her then back in England. Um, Sumi Sakai for Women of Honor. I love that match. And she was great. Like she's fab. But yeah, they're probably in Japan. I did like it was just it's so different. Like the girls really push and push. Like it's like next level. I almost sometimes then used to come home and be like, oh, okay, we're gonna do a show with like 30 people now, and you know, compared to there. Uh,
When I've had people on the show, we've talked about the differences of wrestling in Japan versus wrestling in the U.S. or wrestling in England. Talk to me about your experience in Japan because it's just got such a rich culture of
yeah.
wrestling.
No, it definitely has. Like, just everything's different, really, in regards to, say, if you've got a weekend of shows, you'll be at dojo throughout the week. Some schools nowadays probably operate like 2 or 3 times a week, but you'd probably be there 4 or 5 times in the week training, um, which is hard. Uh, and then plus like the travel and the shows then on the weekend. But the girls just, I think they just respect the sport so much. It's a lot more hard hitting and yeah, like even from watching, you can just tell like it just seems so much more and more like next level. I don't even know kind of how to put to words really.
Yeah,
And again, the shows they always draw good crowds. So depending on a show in England, you can't, obviously there is some good, really good promotions that get good crowds. And then you've got, like smaller family shows and it might just be an easier match and, a 5 minute match and you're not coming out battered or aching and you've performed in front of 30 people, which is fine. But I just think with Japan, it's like the schedule, the training, how amazing the shows are. Um, the girls, even the young girls, like they're so good. Like no matter, say like a drop kick, for example, of a beginner girl, it's like as crisp as anything. It's just perfect. Everything's perfected.
yeah, definitely the crowds are very passionate about the industry and professional wrestling. They are just really like into it. You can tell. Now you've gotten a chance to work in the U.S. as well a few times. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, for Shine. Um, I think it was twice I worked there, and that was really cool. That was all woman show, isn't it? In Florida. And I only did a couple of shows out there, and then I think oh, I can't remember what the area was now or promotion. This is going back a long time though, so my brain is a bit rusty. But yeah, and just some custom wrestling out there, but it was cool. I really enjoyed it.
What is like your ultimate goal in the business? Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Just enjoying it. Like literally, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to obsess over it. I don't want to feel that I'm not good enough. I don't want to feel heartbroken. I don't want any carrots dangled at me. I just want to literally, even if it is the shows of 30 people, I just want to do it because for 6 years, I haven't wanted to for 6 years. But I just hated wrestling for so long. I really did. Like after the World of Sport fell through and then it wasn't going to get televised. Because I signed a contract for that and then it just yeah wasn't going ahead. I just kind of felt nothing wasn't going to happen for me. And as much as I love Japan, I was happy doing tours, but I don't know. I don't know if I kind of put a time limit on things as well. Um, and then I'd always blame like relationships not working because of wrestling and this and that. And I just hated it. And once I stopped, I think it was like after COVID. I got asked to do another tryout, and I was like, no, I don't wrestle anymore. Even B, my friend, would be like, come on, please, like they're doing NXT UK, like, well, you should come back to it, or we could do Japan again. And I remember being like, no, I hate it. But I think I was just holding it as a pain. Whereas I look back now and I'm like, you should have just carried on, like, and pushed through it. And everyone has blips in any career when they're unhappy and unsure of things. Um, and then I just really started to miss it. But then as I started training, I started thinking, oh, could I go to Japan again? Or could I get on these shows? Or, is there too many girls now? And all these things in my head. And I was like, no, you enjoy training. You've established that you've come back and you're enjoying it. You're still semi kind of okay. So just go back and just make sure to enjoy it, like with no pressure. Um, yeah. And it's like with shows, I want to work on shows where I know it's a good locker room and there's not, dramas or any, yeah, just basically just enjoy it.